Today's call is titled Becoming Your Best. And I want to start this with a story about a new client of ours, and just met this gentleman, this dealer, on Monday. He requested to meet at his dealership. So I went first visit, first time I ever met the man, and I go into his office. He invites me in, and inside the office was his entire management team. And I found this so amazing because here was an individual. I was expecting to meet the dealer and had a conversation with him late last week, and I surely wasn't anticipating this. Started with some statements that I found very interesting and identified him as an ideal client immediately. Said, we're always seeking new ways to do things. We're always looking for better processes. We're looking to improve. We're hungry for wisdom and coaching. And this attitude wasn't just his. It was a culture that was evident in the entire room. They all had the desire to learn and improve. But to be this prepared, he had his management team in the room, and we started discussing what they were looking for and what their concerns were. But the open-minded culture towards change was so evident and, frankly, so rare that it impressed me greatly. And then we went through his different situations with the different managers team, and it was like we were speaking from the same page. And within the next hour and a half, this dealership became a client. What I want to do today, though, I already know what this person's results will be. We'll have a six-figure improvement for this dealership in the remainder of this year. And that's substantial. Is obviously he's not broken, but we all have ability to become better. And when you want to have a mission of becoming your best, there's some common threads that I want to go over with everybody today, some common threads that I believe will help us all be our best. And the first is just what I illustrated in that story. Open to new thoughts. If you want to become your best, you'll never say, that's the way we've always done it. You'll never have that attitude. You'll be always looking for new ways to do things. You'll be challenging your processes and seeking best practices from others you come into contact with. When I was a fixed ops director, I used to always go to the regional meetings and talk with people there, and how do you do this or how do you do that? And still to this day, whenever I walk into a dealership, I'm wondering, this question is always on my mind. What can I learn today? And so really want to make it evident that if you're not open to new thoughts, you're never going to become your best. Second thing on my list for the discussion today is commitment. You can be open-minded, but if you just always are considering things, or you put things on a table and you never make a just leap that says, I'm going to try it, I'm going to do it, I'm starting now. If you never make that commitment, you're never going to achieve to becoming your best. You're not going to achieve anything. You see, achievement and results are not by accident. good things always happen with a solid commitment. And if you want to use excuses such as, I don't have time for that right now, I'm really convinced that, yeah, that might be a better way to do it, but it won't work here for me because. If you're looking at becoming your best, you're never going to allow yourself those kinds of thoughts, destructive thoughts, that get in the way of your progress. And I'm going to really go out and say right now, that not everything that you do is going to be successful. Could be that you start out with something it's working for a guy and it's best practice and you're wowed about it and you're implementing it into your dealership and it's not, flat out not working. And you're going to have things like that. You give it a commitment. You're open to the new thought. You start down the path. You're doing it. And then it becomes a reality that, all right, this isn't working. But then you have a reason it's not working that you know. Could be that you just need to alter something a little bit or change something a little bit. And then it's a good process. It's a good procedure. And it will be successful. But not everything you do works. If you're open-minded to the new thoughts and you're starting down the path and you have committed, that's a wonderful start, and your accomplishments will be far greater than if you use all the excuses that we discussed for reasons not to begin. It happens. Things happen with a solid commitment. Third thing about your becoming your best is a perspective. A lot of times I've started out on new programs or new processes or new procedures, and I get excited and I'm starting down that pathway, and it's discouraging if you don't get the results quick enough. And I say quick enough, that could be just my own personality. When I implement change and I want to become my best, don't we all want it to happen now? If you start an exercise program and you want to eat right, and you go through a week of eating right and really working hard, and you get on the scale and you go, oh, I gained 2 pounds. Wow, it's easy to get discouraged with that kind of information. But the key to becoming your best is to have a perspective. If you miss your target, if you mess up, the perspective you need to have is this: I'm always going to focus on the mission. I'm not going to focus on the miss. I'm going to focus in on the mission. What do you want to accomplish? How do we want to achieve this? What is needed to overcome the challenges that are in front of me? Many times, people fall short in their career, in their life, and in their results. They fall short when they understand that, or they don't have that perspective in their mind that takes a failure as just a stepping stone to becoming the best. Never let the things overcome you that aren't accomplished. Rest assured the result is in the effort, the desire, and the commitment, being open to new thoughts, challenging yourself. What do I need to do to be my best? I personally am involved in, right now, a program where I'm going to go out and get coaching, professional coaching on public speaking. I do a lot of public speaking, and that's normal for me. But can I get better at it? If I watch, ask, seek wisdom from those that are paid public speakers and get some coaching and some instruction on what they do, what is their best practice, without a doubt, I'll improve. And my staff is always looking for ways they can improve. What can we learn? What can we take? What kind of training to be our best? If you resolve yourself to that, those three thoughts, and there's one more thing we're going to throw in at the end of this conversation. Many times, without this fourth thing, your life will be frustrating, because becoming your best is a journey. It's not a destination. You can't do this for 3 months and say, I'll arrive and I'll be my best. It's a journey, not a destination. It's a commitment. It's a lifestyle of always seeking steps 1, 2, and 3. And that's a journey that never has an end to it. It's for life. All right. Everybody have a wonderful day. And I hope you accept this challenge on becoming your best. Take care for now.
Hi. Are you struggling to increase your service department's effective labor rate? Many dealerships today are. We can help you with our proven process and years of experiences. My team has been through all that you face today. We have found solutions for even the largest problems, such as employees that are not team players, no one updating the customer on the completion time of their vehicle, no walkarounds being performed at all, and worst of all, shrinking profit margins. Fix Performance is the solution you've been looking for. We will take your service department to the next level of performance by increasing your customer retention, turning your staff into a team, and best of all, maximizing your effective labor rate. So let me ask you, what are you waiting for? Give us a call today at 888-205-8718. Fix Performance, where we have total commitment to your team's excellence.